Are you using different tools to advance your exercise results? Well, stay tuned for this video because I want to go over a bunch of different methods of what people are using and what I hear coming into the door and my opinion on everything and how they could all help you. What's going on, guys? My name is Justin Florio. I am the owner of Patience and Consistency, a small personal training studio located in New Jersey. Today I want to talk about tools. What are tools within exercise? Tools can be anything from supplements to knee sleeves to different accessories that you're using to exercise, and then the most common tool of all recently, which is the fat loss drug for A1C. Now, number one, let's start talking about supplements. In my opinion, I think most supplements, whether they're fat loss pills or for the most part anything that you're going to get from like a GNC, is kind of garbage. Will they help? Sure. It's probably a little bit more of a placebo, meaning you're taking these things, and because you're taking them and spending money on them, you're going to want to work a little bit harder in order to get the results that you want. Because will they help a little bit? Sure. But my biggest thing is not relying on supplements in order to get results, because you want everything to be natural, and for the most part you can get anything that you're getting from those supplements from food, whether it's some kind of a vitamin. If it's fat loss, you just want to eat in a deficit, because if you're taking those things and you're not changing your lifestyle, then you're not going to see the real results that you truly want. So my biggest thing, especially when it comes to supplements, is if you haven't been exercising, just kind of get your foot in the door, get like the basics down, get the ground rules down. And then if you want like a little bit of assistance, you can use those supplements. Now listen, if you're going to stand on stage, that's a whole different entity. You go and give GNC your entire life savings and go for it. For me, supplements, all I do is consume protein. And I try to venture off on Amazon. I like to try different proteins. Everybody has their own personal preference. Right now, I've been drinking a lot of pure protein. I do a little bit of creatine, and I've only been experimenting with that for the first time in a while, probably a little bit over a decade now. I just started using creatine. A little, probably 2 to 3 milligrams a day. And again, it's like a placebo. I wanted to go full force, so I thought, why not? Let's do creatine and try to build up a little bit of extra muscle, create that extra ATP, and just try to get a little stronger over time. And then for the most, I'll do like a multivitamin, but I make my own handmade multivitamin, which is magnesium, B6, B12, C, because I started to get really sick over the winter, and vitamin D and fish oil. That's it. I take that, and then everything else comes from my food, and I hydrate as much as I possibly can with electrolytes, but not with an electrolyte packet, whether it's Propel or Gatorade or maybe some Pedialyte if we have it around the house for the kids. Now, let's talk about different tools that you can use during your exercise regimen, whether that's using a belt to brace your back, whether that's putting knee sleeves on, whether that's wearing lifters to do Olympic lifting, elbow braces, whatever you need to use in order to exercise. For the most part, I think that you should, again, what I said before, is try to build the ground rules and try not to use those things, because you don't want to rely on them. You don't want to be using your weight belt walking around the gym doing bicep curls. If you're going for a really heavy rep max, maybe your goal is to try to beat a record that you've done in the past, then I'd highly advise you try to use a belt, just so you're really bracing and it's just one less thing your body has to think about. But for like those warm-up sets, I don't think you should be using a belt. I think you should just truly try to brace your stomach as much as you can. And then when you get to a weight that you don't feel comfortable doing, you don't want to blow your back out, then put the weight belt on. The same thing for the knee sleeves. I mean, I used to use them all the time, especially during my CrossFit days, and I didn't want to rely on them. So I started to weave off of them. And I don't ever use knee sleeves. I never have knee discomfort. But again, your body starts to build like a tolerance to it, and it relies on it. So you don't want to get into that rhythm. And the same thing for lifters. If you can't keep the heels down, you should probably be working on your mobility and get those basics down. There's probably something else going on, because I do believe over time, if you're using the belt, the knee sleeves, and the lifters, or wrist or elbow straps, whatever the case may be, then I think it's going to lead to an injury, because your body's not supposed to be doing it if it can't do it naturally. And then my last one, this is the most important one. This is what everyone's been coming in and talking to me about. And the number one thing I want to get across with this is, don't be ashamed if you're using it. It's a tool that is out there right now. So when I did my college paper to finish off college, my paper was about how there's no magic pill. Well, there is a magic pill right now, and it's called Wegovy or Manjaro, and there's a new one out right now. And it's okay if you're using that, but my only thing that I ask of you to do if you're taking that is to change your lifestyle. Make sure you're getting your protein in, make sure you're still exercising and doing strength training. Don't go for big long runs. Really try to focus on the strength work, only because with those drugs, you're going to atrophy your muscles. And I just want you to stay strong. I mean, that's where a lot of my clients have been coming from. They've been taking this drug and they want to build their muscle. So the main things that I stress with that is make sure you're getting your protein, make sure you're getting your strength training in at least 1 to 2 days a week, just so at least you can maintain. And for the most part, listen, if people are judging you for taking it, that's their problem. But don't be shamed that you're taking a drug. It's a great tool that's out there right now. It's FDA approved, so crank it out, use it to help, but understand that it's probably not going to be a super long-term fix. Use it, utilize it, and get after it. Those are my 3 tools. These are the 3 biggest things that I hear that come into the gym, life experiences. I hope this video helps. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys next time. And of course, hit the thumbs up and the like button. See you guys later.